Hey everybody, welcome to Sewer Cam Boot Camp. This is video one. We're going to go over the equipment. We just got a bunch of these in. They're brand new design. It can be used vertically or horizontally. It's an all-in-one unit, but the components are detachable if you need to. Two latches, open it up. It's a waterproof case on here when it's sealed. However, it is not weatherproof, so please don't operate it in the rain. Otherwise, we're going to have issues. Screen cover, power button. Let's boot it up. Confirm it boots properly. You may need to charge your unit if your battery is almost dead. It does take about 6 hours to fully charge it. Up here we've got some indicators: battery, SD card, microphone, time and date stamp, distance counter, and watermark. Just to show you some things underneath this keyboard, double check, make sure you've got both skids. Here's a larger skid, and there should be a smaller skid too. This is the one we're going to use. This one we don't need. Put that back in here. This is a two-piece module. We need a little Phillips head to attach this guy. Go ahead and put that on. Okay, the other items in here are chargers. We've got a car charger, plus a standard 120 volt wall wart, screwdriver, and remote. There is also a little reseal kit in here too. Okay, the keyboard does have a waterproof membrane on top of it. You'll want to keep that on. It is removable and cleanable. On the back side, you're going to want to add 2 batteries, AAAs. Turn the keyboard on. And it should automatically sync up with this. This keyboard will keep all this stuff in the storage compartment. It should all fit. It did. Shuffle that around. Okay. Let's go and get the SHI watermark on. We're going to power it down. And we're going to boot back up, and we need to be tapping F1, and we should see a cursor in the upper left corner right there. So we're going to add in SHI in uppercase, so caps lock on, SHI, enter. We're done. Power it down. Okay, now we need to make sure the distance for the reel is set properly. We're going to power it up. We're going to be tapping F2. Upper right corner, we're going to have the length of the rod. It should be set to 115 feet. If not, use the up or down arrow to adjust it. We're set to 115, so we're going to hit enter, and we are done. We're going to power it down. Okay, that's the initial setup for the length of the rod as well as the watermark. We're going to boot it back up. I want to go over some settings we'll need to adjust. I'm going to zoom in a bit, get a better shot of the screen. Okay, let's adjust the video settings. Let's head into menu. We're in the record tab. Video size should be set to CVBS D1. Loop recording, we want 30 minutes. Encoding type, H.264. Sound recording, we want off. Exposure, set that to 0. Okay, let's hit the right arrow, head over to the display tab. Screen brightness should be 6, the max. Right arrow over to system tab. Let's go over formatting the SD card. SD card needs to be 64 gigabytes or smaller and has to be fast enough. Class 10 or speed U1 or higher. Insert it in, hit format, and then OK. It's very important that you format your SD card on the sewer cam. You can't do it on the PC or you're going to have problems. It's going to create 3 folders on the SD card. One for video, one for photos, and one for settings. Language, we want set to English. Light source frequency, 50 Hertz. Sound volume, that's not going to matter. Date and time, go ahead and change this to the correct date and time if it is not set correctly. Time zone, UTC +8. All right, we are done. This is the exit menu for, press that, and power down. Okay, here we are out in the front yard. We've got an exterior PVC clean out. Got my sewer cam set up. Clean out's right here. We want to position it about 1.5 to 2 feet away from the clean out. Let's go ahead and get the clean out cap off. I want to note that I have turned on a cold water faucet on the inside, and that is currently running. We want the water running while we're doing the sewer scope. Okay. I'll go ahead and get some gloves on. And then go ahead and get some blue shop towels set up. I always do this prior to doing the sewer scope so that I don't have to do it when I've got the camera in there. Little hand sanitizer on these guys. That way we clean stuff off, kill the germs on the way back out. Okay. Cap is off. Get the sewer cam up and running. And just make sure you can see everything from the camera back here. Adjust the camera a bit. All right, you can see everything but the screen. And I'm going to show you the screen on another shot. I'm going to go ahead and power it up. Pull the camera head out. Okay, we've got camera image here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is feed this down in through the clean out. You can see the water flow. We want to point the camera in the right direction. Okay, we're down at the bottom of the clean out. We're now pointed down the sewer line. 3.7 feet. I want to zero that out using the green meter zero button. Confirm I've got camera footage. We want to hit the record button. Okay, I went to hit record and it gave me an SD card. It's full error. Pulled it out, reseated it, and now we're good to go. And filming. So we want to feed the sewer line, the sewer rod in through here, keeping an eye out for any issues. As we're feeding along, the increment's going to increase on the distance meter. Every time you get to a pipe joint, it's a good idea to stop. Get a steady shot of that joint, see if there's any issues, and then move on. With PVC, it's important to have the water flowing on the way out. That way you can get all the way to the end of the line with no issues. With PVC, the rod will coil up around the interior of the pipe if you don't have enough water flowing. Okay, about 40 feet out. Looks like we've got some roots poking through there, maybe, not really sure. I'm gonna hit my photo button. Taking a photo, got it. And continue on down. All right, looks like we're making a downward turn into the main. We're vertical now. See the water dripping off the camera head. Now we're into the main. 58 feet. Grab a photo of that. So we know that at 58 feet we're at the main. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop my video recording. Actually, now we're gonna keep it recording on the way back. But I'm now gonna be cleaning things off as I retrieve. Using the shop towel along here. So we've got video footage on the way out, and we've got video footage of the way back. Now, if there were bellies on the way out, I probably would have shut the water off to see if I could get a better view on the way back. Sometimes that lowers the amount of water in the belly. But we didn't really have a belly here, so I'm just going to leave the water running. Okay, when the camera head comes back out, you want to grab it so it doesn't go flopping everywhere. Clean it off a bit. Okay, it is clean. I'm going to go ahead and stop the record button. And I'm going to now view it to make sure it's there. Hit the play button. It is there. Hit OK to view it. We're live. Excellent. I'm going to exit out of that. We're done. Power off. Put the camera back in. Clean out cap on. Okay, we just finished doing our sewer scope video. Now we need to upload the video to YouTube and create the comment in Horizon. If you don't have access to the SHI YouTube account, make sure you email Jordan and request access. All right. I always start by hopping into my inspection and copying the address. Then I hop over to YouTube. I confirm I'm logged in on the SHI account. And you can tell by the icon up here, it is the SHI logo. Then you go to the Upload Video button, hit Upload Video, select the file on your SD card, which for me is the E drive here under Video. You're looking for the one that ends in MP4. Every time you create a video, it's going to do a little thumbnail image plus the video. We want the video. We're going to select it, hit open. It's going to upload in the background. We need to tell YouTube a few things here. On the first page, you just make sure it's set to no, it's not made for kids. Then hit next. Everything's the default settings on these next couple pages. So we're going to hit next through these. Next one more time. On the final page here for visibility, we want to make sure and select unlisted. Then we copy the video link and hit save. It will continue uploading in the background. We can close this out and head over to Horizon. We're going to go to report writing. We're going to go to the sewer cam tab, which is on page 3 for me. We're then going to add the link we just copied. to the SewerScope video link item. We paste that in on the notes and hit save and close. Then we document where we took the scope from, which was the exterior cleanout, the type of waste piping we encountered. In my case, it was just PVC. A lot of times you'll have cast iron and clay as well. You document every type you see. We were able to make it all the way to the sewer mains, so we select that. And remember, we took a photo of that. We need to load those photos now. We're going to choose the file. We're going to go to the SD card, photo. Here's the photo I took of the main. It was 58 feet. We can see that up there in the distance indicator, 58 feet. I'm going to put 58 feet here in the notes. Save and close. We document any limitations. In this case, there were none. If there are roots blocking it, we would have indicated that. The rest of these are pretty self-explanatory. If you've got any questions about when to use these, make sure to reach out to me and I can help you out. On to our observations. Everything was pretty good in this SewerScope inspection. The only issue I saw was so minor that I almost wouldn't document it, but since we need to go over documenting an observation, I'm going to. One of the joints had some roots, or what appeared to be roots, poking through. So we're going to go to the plus roots, select that, and then we're going to add in the photo I took. Here it is. Now, there's a thumbnail photo plus the full-size image on here. The thumbnail is not as wide of an angle of a shot, and you can also tell by file size. If you go to details, it's going to show it as a much smaller file. I prefer to view it as large icons or extra large icons, and now I can see what I'm looking at on here. So I select that, hit open, it uploads the photo. We're going to select it, and I want to put a little indicator on there. These are the roots up here. Put the arrow indicator, there we go. Note that it's at 42 feet. We're going to hit save. We're going to put 42 feet in the location and hit save. And that's it. Now what we can do is preview it. Here's my report. All we've done is complete the SewerCam section. We click on that. Here's the link. Here are the observations with the photos. We can click on this and confirm that it takes us to YouTube, which it does. Here's the video we just took. And that's that.